everywhere because I still have to keep setting up. There's still so many things to do to get this live set up. So just hang on for a second and we'll get it all going. And then I'll do some original songs for you. Okay, we got that one. We got that set up. I know this is really too complicated, right? It shouldn't be this complicated, but it is. That's because actually going live here on this platform, whose name sounds like a clock, it's not working on my desktop computer. And I've actually reported it to support. Now they're asking for more information. See, thank you so much for liking the live. And let's see, did you send something? It says you got the number 2 gifter badge. So now I gotta just see. Oh, hey, Hazel and Rachel and Gabby. Gabby, how are you? Gabby, do you know I have a song? If Gabby is short for Gabrielle, then I have a song with your name in the title. Actually, the title is Gabrielle. And if you're here and you want to hear it, say something. And I'll play it for you because I haven't played that song in a while. And it actually used to be kind of the most requested song when I used to play out live. I actually would play that song and then people would invite me to do showcases for them because they liked it so much. Jules oh, Jules, thank you for the likes, and Macy, thank you, and Miley, thank you so much, and BB, welcome, and Chili, welcome, and thank you so much, Ali, for the likes, and Armani, welcome, and Lauren, how are you, and Zoe, how are you, and Kat, how are you? Oh, and thank you, Macy, for the share. Yes, everybody, if you're enjoying my live, please do like and share. And follow me if you're not already. And I'm here to do original songs for you. And I think I'll start. Should I start? Should I do a song? Let's try to get the 10,000 likes in the first 10 minutes. And I'll do a song for you. And this is a song I put out last summer. It's a summer song. And we're approaching summer season again. But there's no reason people couldn't listen to this at any time of the year. But this came as a result. You know, I went to Europe like 50 years ago. And I was so blown away. The thing that blew me away the most of all the things I saw in Europe was when I saw Rembrandt's Night Watch painting and a couple of others at the Rijksmuseum. And he does this magical thing with light. It's just amazing. And you can tell from the, if you see photos of his pictures, but it's like when you see the pictures in person, it's amazing. So one day last year, I was thinking about this couple for some reason, sitting under the stars, and I just imagined this woman's face being lit up by a star, like, Rembrandt painting. So I wrote this song. All the greatest paintings ever made next to your angel face, your heaven's greatest work of art, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star, a night sky brushed with a silvery glow, you and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, because you taught me what it means to love. Man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. As I look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again. The sun is gonna rise. This picture perfect night will end, but this love could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Evie, hey, how are you? Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can pin this comment. I know it's just yay. Oh, now I can pin the comment. Hey, I couldn't pin the comment last time, and now I can. Diana, I'm doing original songs, Diana. Do you know any of my songs? Or tell me what kind of song you would like to hear. And Carson, oh, I'm glad you like my videos. I gotta get this wire out of the way. It's blocking my view. And Ryan, oh, it's not loud enough? Is that not loud enough? I just turned it up a little bit. I'm doing great now that I'm here. So, oh, geez. What's going on here? Sorry, I'm having too many technical problems here. There's always technical problems. I'm okay. How are you today? So now I have the ability. Oh, thank you, Amy, for subscribing. Thank you so much. And yes, if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to hit the follow button or the subscribe, depending on where you are and what your platform says. But I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. For those just joining me, I'm doing original songs. And it's so great to be here with you all. What kind of song, Diana? What would you like to hear? So I'm doing originals, although I can occasionally be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover, but I'm a songwriter, so I'm doing originals. And okay, well, hello, Stephanie, how are you? So, should I do my latest single? Who wants to hear my latest single? I just did a love song. My latest single is also a love song. I don't want to get the impression that I only do love songs. Of course, every songwriter does love songs, right? Well, my last name is Jackson, so that's close. Hey, Jeff, I'm a songwriter. I'm doing original songs. I have this song I wrote, which really sounds a lot like Alan Jackson. People told me it sounded just like his song Gone Country. I guess the melody, it had the same notes, but it didn't have the same number of syllables. And, I love that song. But it's kind of outdated because of inflation. I guess I could change in the song it says it's about this guy with a diner who has these $2 sunrise specials. Nobody has $2 sunrise specials these days. I guess I could make it $5, but that doesn't sing as well. $8, that sounds too expensive, So, oh, thank you, Evie, for sharing the live with 10 friends or more. Thank you so much. So, okay, but I do have a lot of country songs, Jeff. I love doing country songs. I used to write country songs. I was, a non-performing songwriter. I was trying so hard I came so close. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do not my latest single. I'm gonna do the previous single. Well, actually, the one before that, because it's a country song, and I get a lot of requests for it, so I know people like it. So I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do maybe my latest single. This is like a breakup song, but and by the way, I thought of this song. I wrote this 30 years ago, but every time people tell me you look like Jim Carrey, I'm like, oh, it reminded me of this song. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, 'cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad and messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart with all my horse One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. And now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I used logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. Stephanie, Evie, how are you all tonight? How's everybody doing? I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. On a Tuesday night? Is tonight Tuesday? It should be Tuesday. You know, I finally decided to set a regular schedule. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 Eastern. And welcome to everybody who's here. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're doing great. So, tell me how you're doing. And if you like the song, tell me that too. It'll make me feel good, and I might pin your comment if you say something really nice. So, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I said I might do my latest single, but you know what? I'm getting there. So that song came out in January. Then I put another song out in February. And I really like the song because it's an anthem of self-acceptance. And I think I'm going to play that one for you. And then I'll do my latest single, which is another love song. Okay, let's just get this all like set up. Okay, so this is my second to latest single. It was my latest single until my latest single came out, if that makes any sense. Oh, thank you, Lydia? Lyd, I'm going to pin your comment. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so here's my not latest single, my second to latest single, which is, as I said, an anthem of self-acceptance. I got no fashion sense, don't like to follow trends. I dress the same as I did back in school. It killed me way back then. I never could fit in, but now I could care less when I'm not cool. Just being me, minding my own business, not trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Get anxious and depressed, distracted and obsessed, then sing away my troubles in a song. I fumble and I flail, I fall down trying to be the same as you or different. The pressure to conform can be hard to ignore, but I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. No, I don't worry, I'm too busy being me. Bree, how are you? Valerie, Annie, how are you? Lucy, Steph, how you doing? Sorry, I gotta get really close to the screen so I can read your names. Claire, how are you? User, how are you? Lindsay, how are you tonight? Jesse, hey, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. These are all songs I wrote. Yes, believe it or not. I wrote all these songs. Oh, thank you, bored girl. I hope you're not bored anymore. And Diego. So Diego, I'm doing original songs. These are all songs I wrote, and I hope you like them. So it's time. I keep threatening to do my latest single. Oh, thank you, Taylor, and I'm pinning your comment because you're so awesome. Thank you so much. So this song, some of you, if you've been following me, you may know this song as the shower song. And the reason you may know it is because I tell the story, usually. I literally thought of this song when I was in the shower. You know, I was thinking about this old hit song. Thank you, Diego. I was thinking of this old hit song from when I was a kid, and I'm still going to see if anybody can guess. I'm not telling you which song, but it was like, wow, that song is so simple. And I thought, I want to write the simplest song. Oh, thank you for the follow, Gimme. Oh, yes, and if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to follow/subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. And anyway, so I thought I want to just write the simplest song I could. So I literally, by the time I was done with the shower, getting dressed, I had the entire lyric to the song written. And it goes like this. Oh, wait, it doesn't go like this yet. Okay, no, still not yet. It's gonna go like this in just a second, okay? Like this. Just got one thing to say. It's nothing really new, the same as yesterday. I love you. I see your pretty face. A single thought comes through. Just got one thing to say. I love you. I hope you don't mind if I repeat myself. It's just that you can get to me like no one else. When you take my breath away, not much I can do. Just got one thing to say. I love you. There are times when I like to go on and on. Share a story, get a few things off my chest. Being with you right now, all those words are gone. There are only three that say it best. I love you. Hi, Melissa. Just got one thing to say. I love you. Oh, Emerson, thank you for the follow. And Taylor, thank you for the follow. Please don't forget to hit that follow button if you're enjoying my live, and to like and comment and share. Or if you're on a platform that calls it subscribe, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And also set your notifications so you'll know when I go live. Although I have finally set a schedule. I've been hesitating to set a schedule. Oh, thank you so much, Megan. Oh, sorry. Mega Roblox Gamer. I'm sorry, not Megan. Mega. Thank you so much for the follow. So yeah, I hesitated for a long time to set a fixed schedule because I have long COVID. I have chronic fatigue. Oh, thank you, Mila, for the follow. I have, yes, long COVID is really a thing, and it manifests as chronic fatigue. So I've been hesitating to set a fixed live schedule because some days it's like, I don't know if I can do it. Like today was actually one of those days, but I'm doing it. So I don't know how long I can stay live. You know, I shoot for an hour each time, and I usually end up going over a little bit, but we'll see. So, you know, okay, I've done some love songs, but you know, I also write the next single. Well, actually, the next single I have coming out is going to be a remix of my previous single. I released it as a country song, Being Me. So I have a pop version coming out. But then after that, so I write, you know, message songs also. Besides love songs, I write love songs, I write sad songs, I write fun songs, I write mental health songs, and I write message songs. And the mental health songs and the message songs are especially important because they have messages. And one of the subjects I've been writing about a lot, almost obsessively, the thing that's killing me about the politics in my country, I'm in the U.S. and I know most of my viewers are in the U.S., although not all of them are, but it's the way everybody's so divided, and I feel like the reason everybody's so divided, hey, sock, is because of all the misinformation out there. So I've been writing so many songs about this, and you know, some of the songs, I guess people will be offended by them. There's no good reason why anybody should be offended by this next song. And this is going to be my single, the next new single I put out. I haven't scheduled a date yet, but it'll probably be sometime in, what is this? This is April already. It'll be in May. And it goes like this. They said it, you heard it, on cable news, you read it, somewhere in a social media post, you saw it, recorded, in a YouTube video, repeated, again by your favorite podcast host. The way I heard the story is much different. I wonder, since we both have strong opinions, how do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's fooling us when so much is at stake? Have we both made certain to verify the facts? And have we looked into how credible is the source? And have we considered who profits from the hate and division of the information war? Anyone can fall for the deception. I'm asking you and me the same questions. How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who's using us when so much is at stake? How often do we listen to the other side? If evidence were given, would we change our minds? How do we know we're right? How do we know what's true? How do we know who's shooting straight and who's lying to who? How do we know what's real? How do we know what's fake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? How do we know who we can trust when so much is at stake? So much is at stake. So much is at stake. Thank you, Liv, for sharing the live, and thank you, emojis, for sharing the live. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Addie, welcome. McKay, welcome. Secrets, welcome. And Adele, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you so much for all the shares. Oh, and I would also like to call attention to my live goal. I know it's a little strange to say this because I'm streaming through my phone on the platform that sounds like a clock, but that's because the desktop software is not working anymore. I really I've been for years I was streaming from my desktop, and now I have to stream from my phone, which I guess has some advantages, but I want to go back to the desktop, and all the contributions I get are going to be going towards a new webcam. And after that, I got some music software I want to get that'll help me produce better music. So all the contributions are going towards my music. So if you can contribute to my live goal or otherwise, that would be totally appreciated. And it would help me create better content for you, and better music, and better live streams. And thank you, Kylie, for the share. Okay, so what should we do next? What song should I do next? What type of song should I do next? Amy subscribed 20 minutes ago. I hope you're still there. And Ithanu, and oh, that was 2 days ago, but 23 minutes ago. Amy, are you still there? Say something. So I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I'm doing original songs for you. I've been thinking about just dropping the Jackson and just going by Seth Hilary. I should take a poll whether I should just go by Seth Hilary or by Seth Hilary Jackson. I feel like I want to go by Seth Hilary, but it's really hard to change my artist name. I don't even know if I can do it on Spotify. You know, I'm a verified artist on Spotify, and I don't know, and all the other platforms, will they let me change my... I guess I should message them and ask them whether I can do that, or what it would take. But then, you know, I got all my merch. I actually have... Oh, thank you so much, Taylor, for the corgi. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I thank you so much for the love, Taylor. I really appreciate it. So, what was I saying? I'm babbling. Oh yeah. So, you know, so I have artist merch on my website. I'd have to. I guess I could leave the merch the way it is, but you know, the merch would no longer have my accurate name, and so and my logo. Well, my logo would be pretty easy to change. So I'm, you know, going through all this stuff. If I could just start over again, I would be Seth Hilary and not Seth Hilary Jackson. But for now, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. Well, I'll always be Seth Hilary Jackson, but oh, thank you so much, Brooke. I'm going to pin your comment because you're so nice. Thank you. That's right. If you say something nice to me, your comment could very well end up being pinned. Thank you so much. I'll bet you are too. Okay, so I'm doing original songs, and it's time for another original song. You know what? I'm going to do another message song. This song actually was written by request. Now, I saw earlier that Nabs liked the live, so he was here. I don't know if he's still here, but he found me. He's from Ghana in Africa, and I'm in America. And he found me on Facebook. And he, oh, thank you, Ashlyn, for the Play For You. That's the first contribution to my live goal. Thank you so much. And as I said, all contributions are going to go towards either a new webcam. Well, that's the first thing on the agenda. And hopefully I'll be able to stream here from my desktop shortly, if they can fix the user interface. But I am going to get a new webcam. And then after that, there's some music software, music production software I want to get. So all these contributions are going towards those things. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the love, everybody. So, oh, and thank you, Ashley. You are the gifter level 14. Oh, and thank you for the hat and mustache. Thank you so much. So anyway, he interviewed me, and he got the interview published on the website Ghana Today. And shortly after that, or a little while after that, he sent me a message saying, hey, we need more songs about peace. So I thought, okay. I thought, well, that'd be a good thing to do, but I don't want to just say the same thing that's been said. I grew up in the 60s, and there were all these anti-war songs on the radio. We were in Vietnam. It's like, I've heard so many anti-war songs that I don't want to just write the same thing that's been written. So here's what I wrote. The soldiers and the missiles, the rubble of the buildings, the ever-growing toll of death. I can't fathom all the killing. I sit in my comfortable living room, thousands of miles away, trying to come up with something deep and important to say. Oh, Ashlyn, thank you for puppy kisses. But the evils of war have been covered before. I've got no new world-changing thoughts to unleash. So all I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. A song won't stop an army. I can't undo the bombing. But if I could touch a single heart, at least that would be something. So I'll send this one simple message out to anyone I can. Shouldn't be a whole lot to ask for. Just be kind to your fellow man. The evils of war have been covered before. I've got no new world-changing thoughts to preach. All I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. I picture a time when armies and guns are replaced by cooperation. 'Cause every impossible dream come true starts with the imagination. Hey, Eric. The evils of war have been covered before. I've got no new world-changing thoughts to teach. All I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. All I can do is hope I'll break through with one more song about peace. So here's one more song about peace. Ashley, thank you so much. I don't think I've ever gotten puppy kisses before. I really appreciate the love. Thank you so much. How's it going, Eric? How's it going, everybody? If you like my songs, say something into the chat. Macy, how are you? Say something nice and I may actually pin your comment. I probably will, to tell you the truth. Never mind this may, actually, because comments stay pinned for only a minute, I found out. So say something nice and you will be famous for a minute. You'll get your 1 minute of fame and you'll have 14 left. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta do this. I have to do this. So there are these two songs I have that are linked inextricably. That's a real word? Yeah. Because the title is almost the same. And there's a reason why the title is almost the same. It's because one song gave birth to the other song. And this was years and years ago. And then the first song was really, there was something great I loved about it, but there was something that I really messed up. Part of it was poorly written. But then I got this other song. So I had a chance. I had this song called Another War Story. And about 30 years ago, I got a chance to write with a successful hit songwriter who had a #1 hit, or more than maybe several #1 hit songs on the charts. That's a huge honor. You know, everybody in Nashville wants to do it. Every songwriter wants to write with successful songwriters. I've had several opportunities to do that. So this was with a guy named Casey Kelly, and his biggest hit was a song called Soon that he wrote for Tanya Tucker. So I went over to his house and I played him my song called Another War Story. And he said, no, I don't know why, because that song had a really great chorus, really epic, I feel like. But he said, no, let's write something else. So he wrote this song, and it's called Old War Stories. And but then I recently went back to the other song and finished it, so I want to play both of them. So this is Old War Stories that I wrote with Casey Kelly. It must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face when they walked in the door, and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that our future was all in the past, but now years later we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Remember the night we had our big fight? You locked me outside in the yard. It started to rain and I pleaded in vain when you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true. 'Cause here I am now on this couch holding you, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. So that song, so I don't know why Casey did not want to write this song. This is a breakup song. I mean, that's a happy song. The other one's a breakup song. Maybe that's why he didn't want to write it. But oh, wait a second. Where is that song? Ah, okay. So I just pulled this out after 30 years, and I think I finished it. Oh, thank you, Chloe. I'm gonna pin your comment. So if you say something nice, your comment will probably end up pinned, and you'll be famous for at least a minute. So this is the song that one sprung from, and I just recently pulled it out and hopefully finished it. charged into the fire. So in love, never would have known it would all blow up. But the hot nights and the fights, the begging you to stay, are just a hard luck tale to tell someday. Another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. Oh, thank you so much, Mia, for the rose, 2 roses, and emoji for the rose. I may be hurting, but I'm standing tall. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. The struggle is to just give up and let go. Chalk it up to one more chapter closed. Another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are history, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. The wound's gonna mend, I'll dare to love again. Someday I'll find the one that won't end. As another war story of a brave and battered heart. Another blaze of glory, a changing of the guard. Now you and me are a memory, a dream that got shot down. Another war story from love's great battleground. Another war story from love's great battleground. Oh, thank you so much, Dano, for the finger heart, the lightning bolt, the TikTok, the squirrel, the GG, the chili, the heart puff, the high bear. Thank you so much. And let's see what else was. I see somebody else. Oh, Dano, that was the first gift you've ever sent. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm so honored. I'm really honored that I'm the first gift, that this is the first gift you ever sent, and now you sent several more. Thank you so much. So those 2 songs, which one do you like better? I don't know if you heard both of them. How many people stuck around for both songs? I don't know. I should do a poll. How many people heard both of those songs? I have Old War Stories and Another War Story. One is a happy song and one is a breakup song. One is Old War Stories from Love's Battleground and one is Another War Story from Love's Great Battleground. And, the latter gave birth to the former. And that's why those songs are so related, because one came from the other. Oh, you know what? My phone battery is draining. My phone is not plugged in. I should plug in my phone. Pardon me. Pardon me while I plug in my phone in the middle of my live. I still got 58% battery, but still, we want to make sure. Oh, thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you so much. I really like both of them, actually. I really do. I feel like doing that one again, because that's only the second time I've ever performed it. And, oh, since you said something nice, I'm pinning your comment. I know people will see that. They were both great. They won't know what that refers to, but they'll know they were 2 great things. So thank you so much for the nice comments. And thank you everybody who sent, gift items, donations, etc. I still have my live goal. We're still short of the live goal, though. We still have, I think, 2 more to go for the live goal. You can all see it. You see. I see what? I do see. I do see. So, let's see. Oh, thank you, Dano, for the finger heart and the TikTok and the Gigi and the squirrel. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the love. Everybody, thank you so much, Dano, and whoever else has sent me donations and those who have yet to send them. So what's next on the agenda? I don't know how many more songs I can really do tonight because of this fatigue. I mentioned it earlier, I have long COVID. I actually have a song about that. Maybe I should play that. Oh, thank you, Taylor, for the play for you. I think that puts us 2/3 of the way to the live goal. Thank you so much. And as I mentioned, all contributions are going to go. I know it's kind of silly to talk about a new webcam when I'm streaming from my phone right now because my desktop software is not working on this platform. Well, it is working obviously on some. I'm simulcasting, so it's working on some platforms, but not on the one where most of my viewers are, which is the one that sounds like a clock. And I want to go back to streaming from my desktop, and then the new webcam will make a huge difference. So all the contributions are going to go towards that. And then once I have that, oh, thank you, Taylor. We reached the live goal. Thank you so much. Now I want to set a new live goal. And thank you for sharing the live. Oh, Evie, thank you so much. You're still here. Oh, and everybody, if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to follow me. Hit that follow button. And, or subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. So maybe I should do my song, that I wrote about this problem. Should I do my long COVID song or not? Yes or no? I can take a poll. I did it last time. I don't do it that often. I always feel like people, yes, okay. We got a yes. We got 2 yeses. Oh, and Taylor, you get priority. Since you contributed to the live goal, Taylor, I will play your oh, so many yeses. I can't believe it. I'm always hesitating to play this song because I feel like, who wants to hear about long COVID? But, it was a challenge to write this song because it's about long COVID. But I didn't want to use the word COVID because that's such an ugly sounding word. I don't want to sing that. I mean, maybe there'd be a way to work it in where it would be singable. So I thought, okay, maybe I could say virus. I'm like, that's even worse than COVID. But, long COVID is also sometimes known as long haul COVID. And that became the title of the song. I just want my head on a pillow, my body flat out on a bed, the afternoon sun through my window. I'm tired of feeling half dead. I thought it would pass like a cold or a flu. I can't believe the nightmare this has turned into. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I truly hate the whole notion of learning to live like this. I'm gonna have to keep hoping someday the fog will lift. If you know how I feel, you're not in this alone. You got some I wish more people were aware. There's real danger in the air, and it's a long haul. One small step at a time. Thank you, Kylie, for the follow, and thank you, Lynn. Okay, well, I'm pinning Evie's comment because she said yes, yes, yes. I know that was in response to the request, but still, a yes, yes, yes is a yes, yes, yes. And thank you, Lynn, for the follow. And yes, don't forget to follow me if you're enjoying my live. Hit that follow button and the share button. Is there a share button? I guess you have to hit more than one button to share, right? But please don't forget to follow and set your notifications so you will know when I go live. But I will tell you now, I finally, because of this chronic fatigue, oh, thank you so much, Cosmo. And thank you, Lynn, for the follows. And did I say Kylie? Yes, I said that already, but I'll say it again. Thank you. So, you know, I because of this fatigue, this long COVID fatigue, I've avoided until this week or last week. I finally decided to put my schedule in writing. You know, like today was a tough day. It's like, if I didn't have it scheduled, I don't know if I'd have gone live today, but I have it scheduled. And I really probably can't do too many more songs because of my fatigue. There's something called post-exertional malaise. And I don't know, I might already have it because I've been really wiped out for the past few days. So if the body has, the way it works is the body has this threshold and you don't know what it is until you've gone over it. And you don't even know you've gone over it until like the next day or even 2 days later. And then like everything, all the symptoms get worse. So yeah, the fatigue's been pretty intense. I don't know if I have post-exertional malaise. Thank you so much, Evie. I love you too, really. And I'm so glad you're here. You know, and I really love going live. I'd go live every day for like 2 hours if I could. Last night, you know, yesterday was, I was feeling like maybe I could go live today. And I thought, I don't know, because I want to go live tomorrow because I announced the schedule. So if I go live Monday, maybe I won't be able to do it Tuesday. So I avoided going live last night. But here I am, and here you are, and I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad I'm here. And maybe I can do one more song. We're almost at an hour. We've almost made it to an hour. And I hate to go because so many people are here tonight. Last time there was like just a handful of people, and tonight it's like there's so many people here. And I don't want to just like leave you all because I'm really having so much fun with you. And I'm so glad you're all here. And you know, I've been wondering, well, sometimes there are a handful and sometimes there are hundreds of people. And I've been trying to figure out why. Why sometimes I get 4 people and sometimes I get 400 people. And so today I tried a little experiment, and maybe that's it. I changed the angle of my phone. And it's only a few inches lower than it was. And usually I thought higher is better. So when I stream from my desktop, I have this webcam, and it's at the top of my monitor, so it points down at me. And then I had this little phone holder that was like 2 inches high, so that it was pointing up for me. It was a really awkward angle. So then I got this new phone holder, and I can't put it high enough. I want to put it at the same level as the webcam, but it won't go that high. So I can put it at eye level. But today I just decided to lower it a couple of inches as far as it only goes, it only let me lower to like 5 inches. Maybe that's the difference. Oh, thank you for the squirrel, Leanna. Leanna Jackson. Oh, we related? We could be related. Because I'm Seth Hilary Jackson, and I'm doing original songs. But I mentioned earlier, I'm really thinking of just shortening it to Seth Hilary. That's what, you know, I was originally going to just go by Seth Hilary. And then I thought, you know, Seth Hilary Jackson, I'm probably the only Seth Hilary Jackson in the whole world. So if anybody Googles it, they'll find me. But now that's almost a reason to not do it these days. So I thought maybe there aren't too many Seth Hilarys. You know, I Googled Seth Hilary with 1 L. My middle name has 1 L because I'm not Hillary Clinton, but I am hilarious. And I Googled that, and there was one. So there's like one other Seth Hilary online that I can find with Google. So that's still pretty unique, right? Okay, can I do another song? You know, I have this song, I really want to do this song. I really like this song, but I have a hard time playing it because I wrote this song so I was taking guitar lessons for a while, and I told the teacher, you know, I want to learn some more chords. So he gave me these jazz chords to practice. So instead of just practicing the chords, I wrote a song to them. But the thing is, these are chords that I have a hard time playing. So that means I have a hard time playing the song. So I don't know if I should dare play it because it'll sound bad. Especially this chord. I can play this chord. I actually can't even play the whole chord. I gotta skip some strings. But it requires, oh, thank you so much, Liv, for the follow. And yes, please, if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to subscribe or follow whichever platform. Hit that follow button. So this song, I can play it, but going from this chord to this chord is still a strain. But I really want to play this song because it's fun. And I did a series of videos because as I started writing this song, I started recording myself as I was writing the song. So I kind of have these videos where I'm writing the song in real time. And I posted those a long time ago. I'm going to try it. Since I'm talking about it, I'm going to try it. If I screw this up, you have my excuse. They say it might rain, but I won't complain. There's a roof over me, and I love what I see. My baby's on the couch with her nose in a book. All I want to do is to smile and to look. Who cares what happens out there? She's all that matters. Just hanging with her, not saying a word, hearing her breathe. My world is complete. There's lightning and thunder, but I couldn't care. I'm just sitting back in this comfortable chair. The two of us here in this room is all that matters. It was all about me before we fell in love. But everything means so much more when it's all about us. If the rain gets in, I would sink or swim to be her lifeboat, holding her close. It goes without saying, she knows how I feel, but still I like reminding her that she's the real deal. So I say to her, I love you, you're all that matters. I say to her, I love you, you're all that matters. 'Cause she's all that matters. Well, I made it through. Thank you so much, Cabello. And I'm pinning your comment because you are so nice for saying such nice things. That's the one advantage of streaming on the phone is I can pin comments. You know, the last 3 lives, I was for some reason not able to pin them, but suddenly I'm able to pin them again. I don't know why. Uh-oh, it means we've been here an hour because it's now time for me to solve the puzzle by dragging the piece into place and proving that I'm not a bot. And And I successfully proved to the platform that I am a non-bot. I'm a real human being who can drag puzzle pieces. You like my Stanley Cup? Are these still a thing? The Stanley Cups? My son got me that as a present. It was like the best present I think I've ever gotten because I use it all the time. Lara, yes, I think I do remember you. It's been a while. Laura. Laura or Lara? Which one? Yes, but I do remember you actually. I'm glad you remember me. I'm so happy you're here. I'm kind of winding down the live. I may be done doing songs for the evening, but I can chat and I can tell stories. Oh, thank you so much, Bryn, for the follow. And how have you been? So, oh, thank you so much, Jeffrey. Oh, wow, that's a huge compliment. Billy Joel. If I can remind anybody of Billy Joel, but you know, like as I said, I got this assignment from a guitar teacher to learn these jazz chords, these 4 chords. So I thought, that's, you know, instead of just boring myself by practicing the chords, I'll write a song to, you know, just the same chords over and over again. So I don't, it's really hard to write a song like that too. It's like the same exact chord progression all the way through. The only change is in the bridge. I hold the chords for twice as long. So in the verses, it's, I can't. And in the bridge, it's. Yeah, that chord is still hard to play. This is the one I get messed up on because it requires me to stretch my arthritic fingers. Yeah, that's what happens when you get to be my age. I am not a spring chicken, as you can tell. And I'm so glad, you know, I noticed, I look at my statistics, and it looks like most of the people who are watching me are much younger than me. They're actually the same age as my kids. A lot of you. I have kids your age. My kids are Gen Z. And I'm so glad that my kids never really liked my music because I used to write mostly country music. And my kids didn't like country music, so they didn't like my songs. Now my son he listens to everything. He likes some country. He has this playlist that he puts together, you know, for himself. And he's got everything on it. He's got country music, he's got like 70s music, he's got a lot of hip hop and rap, and you know, he's got pop songs, and he's got everything. So he doesn't discriminate. Like if it's a good song, he likes it, but he's still not a fan of my music. Go figure, because he's my son, I guess. And you know, Dad. Come on, Dad, stop with the music. No, that's not true. And my daughter, she plays classical music. She's a violinist. And thank you so much, Samantha, for the follow. Yeah, my daughter is, you know, she's pretty good actually. She was actually accepted to some of the top conservatories, but she decided she didn't want to try to be a professional musician. She's also really smart, so she went to, you know, a school that was pretty hard to get into. And she's like, I got in there, I'm going there, I'm not going to conservatory. So, please ask me something. How many people saw my video tonight that I posted? You know, I'm telling my life story in my videos. I am right up to the point in my life story. You know, tonight I told this story. I don't even know if I should be telling this. Maybe should be embarrassed because I made so many bad decisions in my life. And I just posted a video about what might have actually been the worst of the decision. Well, it's kind of a cumulative thing. You know, I went off to business school and I went for the wrong reasons. So that was a mistake. Then I changed my major for the wrong reasons, and that was a mistake. And then I ended up taking this job that I never should. I mean, there were red flags all over the place. I took it for all the wrong reasons, and it was just like one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. But I just told that story. I didn't tell the. Thank you, Carly, for sharing my live. Well, that could be true. You know, when I was a kid, I grew up in the 60s. And we used to listen to the radio. And there was AM radio. There was FM, I guess. We didn't start, I guess FM started becoming cool around like the late 60s, early 70s. And they started playing like album rock on the FM stations. But on the AM stations, it was hit radio. And they didn't have it segmented by genre. So, you know, we loved the Beatles. The Beatles. But not just the Beatles. I mean, I loved all the British invasion bands. I loved Simon and Garfunkel. I loved the Supremes. Who else? Well, I mean, there's so many of these British bands that I loved. And, but then there was all this other stuff on the radio that I hated. Because they had, like, country music. When I was young, I hated country music. And I ended up becoming a country songwriter for many years. But when I was a kid, oh, thank you, Lucy. I'm world famous among the people who know me. Hey, Bree, how are you? You know, that sounds like a nice thing to say, Lucy. I'm going to pin that comment just because. I'm so famous today. My day was okay. I woke up at 2 o'clock. You know, I have this chronic fatigue from long COVID. I did the song early. I just did my long haul song. And then I have been working on this new song. I thought I had it finished, but I knew it really wasn't finished because there was something. I don't know if this is going to ever be one of my best songs, but I still want to get it right. And when I'm finished with it, I'll perform it, but I don't know if I'm going to release it because it's about a real person. And I don't know if I want the real person to hear it. I don't know if they'll recognize themselves, but I really make that person sound bad in this song, and they're not really a bad person. They just did some bad. Oh, Monkey, hey! You know, when I was a kid, I really didn't like the Rolling Stones. I like them now, but I didn't like them when I was a kid. Yes, I did take my COVID shot, but I got COVID anyway. Fortunately, well, the good news, it was a mild case. The bad news is it never went away. Well, I'm still taking them. I'm not going to stop. Last time I switched, though, to the Novavax. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so the, you know, funny thing is, like, I remember these two songs I remember that I really hated when I was a kid. And now I listen to them and like, these are so great songs. One was a country song, King of the Road by Roger Miller. God, I used to go, oh, what is this crap? And the other one was She's a Brick House by, I forget who the artist was. And we used to laugh at that song. Because, you know, what is this kind of music with the brass, you know, instruments? And we used to think it was like noise. Now, when I heard that song as an adult, I'm like, wow, that is actually a really great song. But then King of the Road, which I really despised. Yeah, I'm basically self-taught. I've had lessons here and there. Like I mentioned, that song I just wrote, I took lessons for a while a few years ago, and so, you know, I got that chord progression to practice from the guitar teacher. But I'm mostly self-taught. I mean, my older brother showed me how to play, you know, the basic chords. But as an adult, you know, I started writing country songs. And I was going to Nashville, and I was trying to, you know, make it as a country songwriter for a while, for like 20 years, more than 20 years. And then when I heard that song that I used to hate as a kid, King of the Road, and you know, now I'm a professional songwriter, and then I listened to the song through different, you know, through a different ears or eyes or whatever, and I was like, wow, that song is like a masterpiece. That song is so well written. It's like, that's one of the best songs I've ever heard. I used to hate it when I was a kid. But I don't know if you know that song, King of the Road, Roger Miller. And he's got a weird voice, you know, and it's kind of the way he sang it bugged me when I was a kid. But, you know, as an adult, I can appreciate, wow, like this guy's an artist, you know. He just sang it exactly the way it's supposed to be sung. So now I just think that's such a great, I should learn that song. You know, I don't do covers. But if I were going to do a cover, then maybe I should do that one, because I used to hate it so much. And now I do Grateful Dead covers, though, sometimes. Because I'm a huge Deadhead. And I listen to the Grateful Dead almost every day. And I did listen to them again today. I've been on so, you know, they have all these live recordings. They were around for 30 years. And the majority of their shows, they have recorded, and they have them saved in this vault. And over the past... well, Jerry Garcia, the lead guitarist and founder of the band, died in 1995. And a few years later, they started releasing these concerts, or maybe they were still doing it while the band was alive. I don't remember when they started doing this. But they started releasing concerts from the vault. So they have this series, 4-year, the Dave's Picks series. Oh, thank you so much for the... Love you, Spam, thank you so much. And THV, thank you for the follow, and for the follow. And yes, please don't forget to follow me if you're enjoying my live. And thank you so much. I can't read that. For the follow. Thank you so much. And by the way, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I have been doing original songs for you, and now I'm telling stories. So I forgot what I was saying. I always do that. I always forget what I was saying. I have ADHD. I actually do have it. Diagnosed. I tried medication. It didn't work. Oh, thank you so much, Spam, for the Let 'Em Cook. Thank you so much. And who says spam is not a good thing? This is when spam is a good thing. Thank you so much. And thank you, Kenner. And now, since I can pin comments, I'm pinning yours. I wish I knew what I was saying. Somebody remind me what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, you know, so I do Grateful Dead covers. And, oh, thank you, Spam, for the follow. And I listen to them every day. So they were around for 30 years. And, you know, in their history, like, of course, they were always them. They always sound like the Grateful Dead, because that's who they are. But like 1968 Grateful Dead sounds a lot different from 1972, which sounds different from 74, which sounds different from 76, which sounds different from 77. Like once they got to like 80, 81 or so, the difference from year to year was not as great. But they just still, like 1990 sounds different from 85. But like, especially in the first half of their career, or the first half of their career, like from one year to another, there's a pretty big difference in sound. In fact, sometimes it's even from one tour to the other, because like spring of 1977 sounds a lot different from fall of 1977. But I've been listening to 1974 lately, and I kind of sort of decided, you know, there's been these debates. I used to be on these Grateful Dead, you know, message boards on they used to be the Usenet. There was this news group, they called it, for Grateful Dead. So I was on that for years and years, and there were all these Grateful Dead discussions, and there were a lot of discussions about when was their best era. And most people, the years that most commonly were nominated were 1972, 1974, and 1977. And I agree with that. Although I would add 1976, which I didn't realize till recently how good that year was. Because the first month, they took a break. Oh, thank you so much, Spam, for the 10 roses. And also the 2 finger hearts. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love. Hey, I'm doing good, Secret Society. How are you? So, the first month of 76, which is June, because they took a break for a year and a half, and then they started touring in June of 76. And the June tour there's something weird about it. But then starting in July, they were great for the rest of the year. So the second half of 76 and the first half of 77, I would say, is totally awesome. Oh, and thank you, Spam, for the dolphin. And 2 finger hearts, I said that already, but thank you again anyway. But I kind of now am of the opinion that 74 is the best year. In case that matters to any of you. Oh, Megs. Hey, how are you? I missed your message, but now I see it. I hope you're still here. Oh, and thank you, Secret, for sharing the live, and thank you, Hearts, for the follow. So, anyway, and the reason 1974 is such a good year, you know, the Grateful Dead were kind of the original jam band. Oh, thank you, Spam, for the hat and mustache. I really appreciate the love. Thank you so much. So, they were the original jam band. And in the first, like, 74, and they took a break at the end of 74, and when they got back together, they were still a jam band, but they started becoming more restrained. 77 was kind of a sort of a sweet spot in a way, because they were still doing fairly extended jams, and they were still not totally predictable. But then they started getting like locked into a fixed format. And the thing I used to love, when I first started seeing them, the thing I used to love about their music is they go off on these jams, and you know, you could lose all track of time. They'd just be going out there, and it was really great. I mean, the music was great, and it was just time, like time just disappeared. But after they got locked into a format, that stopped happening. It's because, like, you always knew sort of where you were in this concert. Like, oh, you know, they do this drum duet in the middle of the second set. It's like, oh, okay, now we're in the pre-drums. Okay, now it's drums. And then they do a space jam. Oh, now it's space. And then they'd come back from this. Okay, that's the end of the jamming for the night. They're going to do maybe 3 or 4 songs. If we're lucky, they'll do 5 more. But where the concert's already winding down, you kind of knew that. So that's why they weren't as good. And you know, it's funny because I heard something their bass player said recently. Well, actually, the bass player passed away recently. But I read a comment. He said, you know, the first 10 years, the Grateful Dead was wildly successful. And after that, it just was never quite the same. I'm like, well, yeah, that's because they kind of got locked into a format. And I think I heard a rumor. Well, you know, Jerry Garcia, who was the founder of the band and the leader of the band, who passed away in 1995, he had a problem with a certain. He was an addict. Oh, thank you for the heart me, Sophie. Hey, how are you? So he was an addict to the H. I can't say the, you know, I don't want to say anything and get banned or restricted, but he had an addiction. And I don't know if this is true, but I once heard somebody tell me, I have no idea if this is really true, but he got hooked in 1975. And that was the year during the hiatus. And that was when they started going downhill after that. So it's very possible that that was the cause. I mean, they were still great up until, well, the last 2 years were pretty bad. There was still some good stuff the last 2 years, but he was in such bad shape, and you could hear it in his guitar playing. It was just like, you know, there's something wrong. And when he passed away, it was, of course, it was a shock, but it was maybe less of a shock than it would have been if he, you know, the last 2 years of their existence, especially the final 1995 Grateful Dead concerts, God, some of them are painful to listen to. But even then there was some good stuff. So that's why I'm a Deadhead. Now I'm tempted to do a Grateful Dead cover for you, but I really shouldn't do any more songs for tonight. So my schedule now, I have gone to I've taken the step of putting my schedule in stone. Well, if I'm too sick to make it, I won't make it. But the schedule I have is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you will all join me for my next live. Today's Tuesday, so not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, Thursday night at 9 or approximately 9 Eastern. Oh, thank you, Secret Society. And please tell your friends and follow me if you're not following me. And go to my website, SethHilaryJackson.com. Click the link in my profile. That will take you to all my links. It's a link tree. It says website. If you look at my profile, well, on some of the platforms it might say link tree actually. But on the platform where most of you are, which is the one whose name sounds like a clock, it says website. But that actually takes you to a link tree and it has my website, my Discord server. You can join my Discord server. It has all my other streaming platforms. And go to my website. On my website, you can actually stream my music, but also download it. And you have the option to download it for free if you want. And I have artist merch on my website that you can get. And I have a Seth Heads newsletter you can sign up for. Plus you can read my bio and see, I got some pictures up there and some press clippings and stuff like that. You know, everything an artist has on their artist website. So do that, go there and join my Discord and follow me. Oh, and thank you, How to Disappear. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. And Miranda, thank you for the follow. I don't know too many Mirandas. I had a really good friend in college named Miranda my freshman year. We kind of, you know, she lived in the dorm near me, and we used to see each other a lot. And then sophomore year, we lived like really far apart from each other, and I kind of didn't see her much anymore. Thank you so much, Grunder, for all the shares. Thank you so much. You know, I hate to go. I know there are so many of you here with me, and I'm really having a great time, but, you know, I can't do any more songs for now because of my fatigue. I could try to do another song, but should I do, I love doing songs for you, but I got this chronic fatigue and I don't want to make it worse, so I guess I should resist. I'm gonna do the, you know about the marshmallow experiment? It's a famous marshmallow experiment. Yeah, I should rest up for Thursday. Well, tomorrow too. I mean, I should be rested every day, right? But do you know about the marshmallow experiment? The bottom line for that experiment is that they were testing delay of gratification. So I forget what university it was, who the scientist was. I should look that up so I'd know. But they went to elementary school, and they took like elementary school children, and they gave them a little challenge. They gave them each a marshmallow, and they said, if you can resist eating that marshmallow for, I forget how many minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, you can eat the marshmallow if you want. Anytime you want, you can eat that marshmallow, it's yours. But if you can hold off eating that marshmallow for, it was either 5 or 10 minutes, you'll get a second marshmallow. So they wrote down, they took, which kids ate the marshmallow and which kids waited and got the second marshmallow. And then they followed these kids over the years. And I guess they must have had the kids' parents' permission to be in this study, because that sounds creepy otherwise, right? But they kept track of the kids, and they found that the kids who waited, they delayed their gratification, were on average more successful in life, in their careers, and in their lives in general, than the kids who ate the marshmallow and didn't wait. So proving that those who were able to delay gratification, and I would have been a kid who ate the marshmallow. Now, I don't know, I might have been able to wait 10 minutes for the marshmallow, but a lot of times in my life I just eat the marshmallow. So playing another song right now would be like eating the marshmallow, but I'm gonna save the marshmallow tonight. And I'm gonna go live hopefully on Thursday night at 9 Eastern time, because I'm on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm in New Jersey. Oh, thank you, Lola. Title gifter times, oh, how many TikToks? Wait, what do you? 10 TikToks. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the love and the follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And everybody, don't forget to hit that follow button before we go. Oh, and you are the title gifter with 4 finger hearts. Thank you so much. Oh, now what else? 2 friendship necklaces. Oh my goodness. And a perfume. Thank you so much. Those are big gifts. Thank you so much. Lola, I really appreciate you. And a donut. Thank you. Not a marshmallow, but a donut. I like donuts better than marshmallows, to tell you the truth. But I don't eat so many donuts anymore because, you know, my doctor said I gotta watch my sugar intake. And I have such a sweet tooth also, you know. Thank you, Lola. I have such a sweet tooth, and I've been, you know, and recently every time I go to the store, I pass these, you know, these caramels. I love caramel. I think, what would it hurt to just get, how much damage am I going to do to my health at this age? But no, you know, I was actually, like, seriously overweight. I'm probably not supposed to say that word. I hope that's okay, but I was. And I went on this fitness plan, and I lost 65 pounds. And I was going to the gym 6 days a week. Unfortunately, that's where I caught COVID. After 3 years of masking, I thought it was safe to unmask, especially because the gym, you know, said they had state-of-the-art ventilation and everything. So I went to the gym unmasked, and I got sick within a week, and I never really recovered. So now I can't even go to the gym anymore. I really miss working out. I never felt so in such good shape in my life. You know, I was working out and I was strong, and now I can't do that anymore because of post-exertional malaise. I really wish they'd come up with a cure for this, or I'd miraculously get better like I wrote in my song. My song, Long Haul. Okay, well, oh, thank you, Mia, for the follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And everybody, if you're enjoying my live, don't forget to follow me and click on the link in my profile and go to my website and explore my website where you can stream and download my music for free if you want. You have the choice. It asks you name your price, and you could start at 0. All right, well, I really hope to see you all again on Thursday. But I guess I'm going to sign off for now, which I hate to do with so many of you here. But, you know, Thursday is another day. Well, tomorrow's another day. Thursday, hopefully, if everything goes well, is another live. And thank you so much, Coley, for the follow. Coley to Rizzy. Does that mean you have Riz? I'm sure you do. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope I'll see you again. Until then, I'm Seth Hilary Jackson. I've been doing original songs for you. Have a great, great night.